Governor, did you talk with legislative leaders, both Republicans and Democrats, about what you were planning to do? And if so, what was their response?
We did inform them that we were signing this executive order, yes.
Does that mean you
Didn't have any
consulted them?
I did not have any further conversation with them about that. So Dick, just to go back to your question, in terms of the executive order, it does multiple things. It sets a policy direction for our state workers, that they need to perform their everyday duties in compliance with state and federal law. But I want them to make sure that they are providing a welcoming attitude towards immigrants and refugees in the state. Secondly, as I've been saying multiple times, it requires that our state agency workers not discriminate on the basis of immigrant status. As I mentioned, it broadens the appliance of the 30-year-old law. And then fourth, I think this would respond to a couple of the questions about, is it retroactive or proactive, preventative? We are hearing rumors of the fact that the federal government may consider creating a Muslim registry. This would forbid our state agencies and our state agency workers from participating in that, making it very clear.
Time for just a couple more questions, guys.
And to clarify then, this preserves the status quo in what Oregon
Yes.
does.
Yes.
And what ICE is doing is apprehending people on civil detainers. So I presume that Oregon law enforcement is allowed to arrest an undocumented person on criminal charges if that were to occur.
Correct.
Just that ICE
Correct.
operates on civil detainers in this
That is
case.
correct. So our law enforcement, we expect them to go about their duties and enforce Oregon law, right? This would the statute prohibits law enforcement officials from specifically targeting someone based on their immigrant status.
Well, what would you say to state employees who might feel at some tension between following your executive order and following a presidential executive order?
Well, first of all, I think what's most important for Oregonians to realize, for me as governor of the state, that I want to set a very important tone and tenor about this state. Oregonians value inclusivity and diversity. And we want to make sure that state policy reflects the values of Oregonians. So that's what this does. Secondly, I want to make sure that we understand in our work, in our day-to-day lives, that we're following state and federal law. This executive order comports with that.
Governor, will there be increased disciplinary action towards any state employee who's found to be engaging in misbehavior towards an undocumented person?
Those are personnel issues that will be treated like any other HR personnel issue.